Assalamualaikum. My name is Rani. I am IT. I found an artist discussion and
IT.
I am an IT, yeah. I found an artist discussion and they are questioning about Quran authentication. Because Quran compilation or codification happened after Prophet Muhammad died. So I searched for some historic and found that the first version of Quran is without Harakat. And some opinions said that Quran with Harakat is bid'ah. So it's so confusing for me. Even in Usman bin Affan era.
Sister, what's your question, sister?
My question is, can you tell me the true history about Quran compilation or codification so we can assure that Quran nowadays is not like Bible who has bias and changes during its compilation and codification? Thank you.
Sister wants the history of the compilation of the Quran. I have to give a long lecture. I'll say in short. The main question of her is that previously Quran did not have Harakat and now it has Harakat. So is there a change? Is your main question. Sister, those who are Arabs, who know Arabic Lugha Fusa, they can read the Quran without Harakat. You and I cannot. I'm not an expert in Arabic. Are you an expert in Arabic? Are you an expert in Arabic?
Yeah.
You are an expert in Arabic?
Oh, no, thank you.
No. So this Harakat were put later on to make it easy for the non-Arab to recite the Quran. The original Quran did not come with Harakat. It was not revealed, it was written down. The original, when the Quran was revealed to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he repeated to the Sahabas. The Sahabas wrote it down. Prophet could not read or write. When he wrote it down, what did you read? Repeat. He is to hear. Okay, correct. If there's a mistake, he is to correct it. Ikra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. Okay, read. Write it. Read again. Ikra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. Oh, correct. So Prophet used to himself supervise every verse of the Quran. Do you understand? So when the Quran was revealed, it was repeated by the Prophet to the Sahaba. So there were a group of Sahabas who were called the scribes. Now when they wrote on parchment, they wrote on blades, they wrote on stone. That time there was no paper. But that time when they wrote without the vowels, Harakat, because they knew. Now when you write without Harakat, there can be 2-3 options. For example, BD. In English language, there are vowels, A, E, I, O, U. Do you know? A, E, I, O, U vowel. Now if I write without vowel, BD, what does BD mean? What does BD mean? BD can be, if I put A, BD means bad. If I put E, BD means bad. If I put I, BD means bid. If I put U, BD means bud. So BD can have 4 meanings in English language, correct? If I write without vowel, so how will I come to know what it is? But if I say, I slept on my BD, what is it? I slept on my bed. Only one option, correct? I slept on my bed. I slept on my BD. If you know English very well, okay, BD means bed. In context. A person learning English new will not know what is this. Do you understand? So similarly, without the Harakat, Fatta, Dhamma, Kasra, for the non-Arabs who don't know Lugha Fusa, difficult. Even today, there are Quran without Harakat. They can read, I cannot read. Because a person who is an expert can read. So when the Quran was written down by the scribes, without Harakat, no problem. That doesn't mean it can't be changed. Or can be changed? No. Later on, they compiled the Quran. Hazrat Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, he gave it to his daughter, Hazrat Hafsa, may Allah be pleased with her. Later on, Hazrat Umar got a group of scribes, wrote it down, made few copies and sent it in different parts of the world so that no one will get confused later on. And now that Quran, in which is copied, one is present in Koptaki Museum. If you do carbon dating, you will come to know it is 1400 years old. Very easy. So the original Quran is yet there, written and written down, You do carbon dating, you'll come to know how old it is. Today I gave a talk. By science I can prove to you Quran is unchanged. So just because they put harakat, it doesn't mean Quran has been changed. It has become easy for us non-Arab to recite it with the harakat. Hope that answers the question.
Thank you.
Can we go to the next question from the brothers on my left, on the front mic? Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. My name is Rizky Subakya. I am from Banjarmasin, South Kalimantan. I am a trader. I agree with you, Islam the solution for humanity. My question is, I ask for advice. How can we avoid feeling the most righteous? For example, according to Isbal law, trousers below the ankle are haram or arrogant. Well, when we follow the Isbal law, but we still feel we are the most righteous among other people. It's the same, right? Please give me advice. Thank you.
MashaAllah, many sentences. So many sentences. If I understood you correctly, you want me advice whether isbal, wearing trousers the ankle is good or bad, correct?
Correct.
Simple. So why you're stretching your so many questions? The main question gets lost. And then if I answer something else, you say this is not what you wanted. You want to know whether wearing the trousers above the ankle is right or wrong, correct?
Correct.
Okay. There are various hadith of the beloved Prophet in Sahih Bukhari, in Sahih Muslim, in which the Prophet said, those who wear the trousers below the ankle, that part will burn in hell. Now there is also one hadith which says, if you wear your trousers below the ankle with pride, you will burn in hell. So there is difference of opinion between the scholars. All the scholars agree that wearing above the ankle is mustahab, sunnah. But if there is a punishment mentioned in it, it becomes a gunai kabira. So now between the scholars, there is difference of opinion. All the scholars agree it is good. All the four Aimmas believe that wearing above the ankle is a sunnah. It is mustahab but not fard. Fard means compulsory. Sunnah means, mustahab means preferable. But some scholars say no, because there is a commandment of the Prophet and no action opposite, it becomes the fard. Some scholars like Imam Ad-Dhabi, he says wearing below the ankle is a gunai kabira. I personally believe in Imam Ad-Dhabi. According to me, wearing the trousers below the ankle is not only fard, it is gunai kabira. There's difference of opinion. Some scholars say it is mustahab, means preferable, not a fard. Some scholars say it is fard. Some scholars say gunai kabira. I believe in Imam Ad-Dhabi because there are no less than 4 hadith in Bukhari which says if you wear trousers below the ankle, you will burn in hell. One hadith says with pride. So what they say, only if you wear with pride, it is gunai kabira. If you wear without pride, it is accepted. It is not haram. If you know, there are various hadith of the Prophet. Ibn Anas, Allah told him, wear the trousers on top, more on top. So do you mean to say that Ibn Anas, may Allah be pleased with him, he had pride? Only he gave permission to one Sahaba, Hazrat Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him. When his trousers used to come down because he has a paunch, he used to put it on top, like how I'm doing now. So, the Prophet told him, don't worry, I know you don't have pride. So it's not, but the Prophet wore above the ankle or not. So I believe in the muhaddis or those scholars, like the one who wrote the Kabair, Imam Dhabi, that it is a gunai kabira. But if someone thinks it's only a sin, no problem. Someone thinks it's mustahab, no problem. No one can say it is haram or it is mubah. No one. Everyone agrees it should be done. So if you ask me, whichever you believe, whether first, second or third, wear above the ankle. I wear above the ankle. I wear a suit. I wear a tie. But trousers above the ankle covering that is sunnah. I may look like a joker, but I am following the Prophet. The Prophet were above the ankle, yes. So according to me, it's a fard. Not only a fard, it is more important than wearing a cap. Wearing a beard is fard according to all the aymas, 4 aymas. But trousers below the ankle, most of them say it is not fard, it is sunnah, mustahab. But I believe in those scholars based on the evidence, it is gunai kabira. So according to me, it's a major sin. I think it is close to 6. In the 70 number, it is 62 or 63. I don't know the exact number that Imam Avdhabi puts. And tomorrow, if it turns out to be a sin, what will happen? So when in doubt, take the one which is more strict. When the scholars differ, to be on the safe side, because if tomorrow it turns out to be gunai kabira, what do you want to do? But if I think it's gunai kabira, it turns out to be mustab, am I losing anything? No. So in such situation, the ruling is that if you are in doubt, take the one which encompasses everyone. Because if I take the ruling, it is mustahab, and I don't wear above the ankle, and tomorrow it turns out to be a sin, I will lose. But if I think it is fard, and turns out to be sunnah, I'm not losing, I'm yet gaining. So my advice to you is better wear your trousers above the ankle, and inshallah you'll benefit in this world and the akhirah. Hope that answers the question.
Thank you so much. It's very clear.